How's it going, everyone? This is Soul Singed here, and welcome back to Top 10 Best Songs by Worst Rappers. This is the fourth installment of this series, and for those who don't know what it is, basically I take a rapper that I don't like or deem as trash, and count down their top 10 best songs. Because even the worst rappers have at least one or two songs that slap. Now today on the chopping block we have Mr. 6ix9ine, and for the record, I am only going to be talking about his music. I'm not going to be mentioning any of his legal battles. I'm not going to be talking about him being a snitch or anything, because I don't really care about that. I'm just here to talk about his music. Now, the reason I don't like his music, before he went to prison, I actually liked a lot of his music. Now, 6ix9ine has never been very lyrical, and even though he's not a lyrical rapper, that doesn't mean his lyrics have... Just because you're not a lyrical rapper doesn't mean you're a bad lyricist. But 6ix9ine has always had lazy lyrics, he's always had very poor rhyme schemes, but his music is not about that. When it comes to 6ix9ine's music, it's been about the hype. He makes very good hype music, like when I used to exercise, when I used to ride bikes a lot before I got a job where I'm basically running around a grocery store for 8 hours. I used to bike ride a lot, and I would listen to 6ix9ine while I'm doing that because he's just made good music at hyping you up. But post-prison 6ix9ine has not been that good. See, 6ix9ine has three styles of delivery: his shout rapping style, his melodic singing auto-tune style, and his more monotone auto-tune style. And out of those three, his best is the shout rapping style. Now, his melodic singing style can work, but 6ix9ine is just not a good singer. And he has to use a lot of auto-tune to try and make his singing sound decent. But if your vocals are that bad, it doesn't matter how many effects you have, how much auto-tune you use, it's gonna sound bad. And then his monotone auto-tune style can work on certain tracks, but a lot of times it just comes across as very, very boring and a drag. Like I said, there are rare exceptions where both of those styles work, but on the majority of his tracks, it doesn't. Now, his shout rapping style used to be good. On Day 6ix9ine and Dummy Boy, I enjoyed it. However, when he got to his Tattletales project, he started rapping over more mainstream instrumentals. Like, if you go back to the early days of 6ix9ine, a lot of his beats were very hard-hitting, his beats were hype, and his shouting just matched it perfectly. However, now, he's rapping over much more softer mainstream beats, and it's just not as hype. He also is recycling lyrics, he is recycling flows, so when you hear a new 6ix9ine track, it basically sounds the same as another track, just without as hard of a beat. And lastly, his writing has gotten even lazier. Before, his writing was lazy, but since he got out of prison, he's more or less valuing his social media antics above everything else. And his lyrics have gotten so lazy that half the time he just gives up on having any sort of rhyme scheme and will just end every line with the same word. And like I said, lyrics don't really matter when it comes to 6ix9ine, but when it's this lazy and bad, it's impossible to try and take seriously. So that's why I think his music has gotten worse. And you'll even see by the top 10 list, there's only one. I think there's one of the newer 6ix9ine tracks that'll be on this top 10 list, and the rest are pre-prison 6ix9ine. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the top 10.
I don't really want no funds, no. Draco got that kickback when I blow that. They all do track, they don't shoot back. One shot, close range. Tiki-taki Spanish mommy, she a hot tamale. Make them spend that money, dummy, go retarded for me. Pop it, she get started, she won't never stop it. Lil Daddy.
So I wanted to include either Fifi or Mama because those are both rare examples of his auto-tune style working. Now, of course, those are his more monotone auto-tune style. I didn't really include any of his singing style because while there are a couple that I can listen to, they're not good enough to be top 10 material in my opinion. And the reason why I put both is because I just couldn't decide. But these are the rare occasions where his almost dead style, his dead sounding delivery actually works. Now, on Fifi, it has a hard hitting beat produced by Murder Beats. He's a great producer. And again, his slight melodies just are really catchy, and his lazy style of delivering really works on that track. And then Nicki Minaj kills her verse. Like, she does really well on her feature verse. And then on Mama, the beat just slaps. I don't know what it is about it, but it just slaps. And 6ix9ine's flows match it perfectly. And again, Nicki Minaj does well on her verse, and so does Kanye West. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say about these.
Bitch, I'm the cannon with this drum, 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 drum. Pull over, send me no little pump, 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 pump.
Not a whole lot to say about this one. The beat slaps. That part in the verse where he goes like dum 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 dum. I think that sounds really catchy. And then Bobby Shmurda's prison recorded verse is also pretty cool. I think that's a nice touch. And that's all I have to say about this one.
Cloud chaser. You're mad, I'm back. Big mad, he's mad, she's mad, big sad.
And here is the only post-prison 6ix9ine track. Now, I'm sure when I said that I was including one post-prison 6ix9ine track, most of you probably figured that this is what the track would be, because this is the only good post-prison 6ix9ine song. The beat, while it doesn't slap as hard as some of 6ix9ine's older tracks, it is a fairly nice beat, and he's bringing the energy that he always brought, and the whole "I'm back" is really nice. And the way the beat just kind of pounds in, like the drums are just pounding and it slowly builds up, is really nice too. And then for a short little chunk of bars in the middle there, he's rapping in his normal voice, which I feel like he should do often, because I feel like his regular voice, he has potential to make that sound really nice. And he almost never raps in his regular voice. And I appreciate that too. And, yeah.
Got this outfit on my body. If you feeling froggy, got my gang right beside me. Ready to catch a homie. If you run up, bitch, I'm sorry.
So a lot of people will say that this track sounds like Take a Step Back by XXXTentacion and Ski Master Slump God. And yes, it does sound like that track, especially on the chorus, and the beat also sounds somewhat similar. But this is 6ix9ine at his absolute loudest. One of the most aggressive beats he used, and more almost unhinged screaming. Like, I would categorize 6ix9ine's shouting as more of a controlled shout, and this is borderline unhinged screaming. And I personally love it. I like to see this type of energy from 6ix9ine, and he rarely gets this energetic on a track, and that's why I love this song.
Bring pump back, blow, nigga run that. Till they let rid me, yeah, we gon' let these semis. I wish I could bring stacks back. Child, let the Mac clap. Till they free big about. Gotta give you niggas hell, blick and make them.
Now, this is one of the few tracks where 6ix9ine is actually rapping in his normal voice. And it works really well, especially since he's using his shouting voice for the ad-libs. Just adds to the hype of it. And again, it's another hard-hitting beat. Most of 6ix9ine's production is pretty good. But yeah, this is why I want to hear 6ix9ine rapping normally more. Because 6ix9ine can actually rap fairly decently. Like, his rapping on this track is really nice. And again, his shout rapping, his shout ad-libs just adds to it.
Now stop. Wait a minute, now I'm back at it like a motherfucking crack addict. Sex addict, I'm a motherfucking sex addict.
Now this track is just weird and fun. It has a really, really strange sounding beat, but it fits in nicely. And when Kanye and 6ix9ine are kind of trading lines back and forth, it just makes for a really bizarre and really fun track.
Do my own shit. I don't need 50 niggas to roll with. Full shit. I'm on my dolly, I'm on my bullshit. I do my own shit. Fuck all them niggas I used to roll with.
This track just has a really nice beat. Those tropical steel drums really add to the beach vibe of it. And the claps that are adding up to 6ix9ine's verse just add intensity and add energy to it. And Tory Lanez's auto-tune over the beat while it's building up just adds a lot of energy and intensity, and I love it.
All my niggas really gang bang, talk that damn slang. Rap about it, do the same thing, let your nuts hang. We gon' pull up, nigga, on the lane. On Saturday, we gon' stop, we don't do the race. You and I.
This track just has a really intense beat, and 6ix9ine is rapping over it with a level of intensity and a level of aggression that he just doesn't have anymore. And I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than it just slaps. Really hard-hitting beat, really intense beat, and 6ix9ine rapping with this almost animalistic aggression just makes for a really great hype track.
Said he won't smoke, I don't really see it though. These niggas said it hurted me, I ain't heard of you. Get the fuck up on my fucking face before I murder you. Bitch niggas always drink the blood.
Everything I said about Kuda applies here. There's nothing else to say.
Cause I fly like Aladdin. Boom, see me, pull up to the cribby, licky on my blicky, take a flicky, make a movie with me,
Everything I said about the last two tracks also applies to this one, except I really enjoy the beat on this track. I really love tracks that have... I really love hype tracks that have the booming bass. I really love the bass on this track. And I'm sorry if I haven't really been saying a whole lot about his tracks, but when it comes to 6ix9ine, there isn't a whole lot to say. When 6ix9ine is making good music, it's just good hype music. And that's really all there is to say about his good music. There's not really a lot to go in depth with, but I did the best I could. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, yada. And I do want to say thank you for getting me to 50 subscribers. It has been a long and challenging road just to get to 50, and you guys are the reasons why I keep making these videos. Every time I go on YouTube and see that a video has hit a few views, you know, to see that I have a couple videos that have thousands of views, a couple videos that have hundreds of views, even though in the grand scheme of things, that's not very much, it means the world to me, because that means that someone out there is watching my content. And even though I only have 50 subscribers, it means the world to me that there are people out there who are watching my videos, and even though it's a super slow grind, just getting a subscriber every now and then just kind of helps me push to keep making videos. And I really want to say thank you for getting me to 50 subscribers, and I hope that I can continue to grow my channel and one day make this my job so I can finally quit working at an actual place. So yeah. Peace.